Assalamualaikum, hi and good afternoon madam and fellow friends. My name is Norzalika binti Tarapido. I am the first presenter for group 4. The members for my group are Felicity, Amin, Gita and Ikmal. Our topic for English project is students' mental health. First, I would like to present for my part. First, the process of my interview started on 4 December 2020. I was asking my neighbor if I can interview her, but then she said that her English not too good. So she told me to find my friend that can speak English that make me more want to learn English. On 6 December 2020, I was asking my friend named Ainina if I can interview her and she agreed, but she have to check her schedule first because she also a student like me. I know her because she was one of my classmates during matriculation and she fluent in speaking English. On 9 December 2020, finally I can interview Ainina about students' mental health. The summary from the interview, the respondent said that feeling pressure to complete tasks are the main causes of mental health to students. When students hard to handling stress, that's the beginning of mental health happen. Respondents said that not having the will and motivation will affect students' mental health. Because of online learning, students only sit in front of the computer and are less effective. High palpitation, high heart rate, anxious and sweating are the symptoms that she have been experienced before. Respondents said if having mental health needs to be aware, like make an appointment with psychiatrists and reach out to people such as ask for help. Last but not least, respondents said many people are dying because of mental health. From this interview, I learned before making any move, we need to plan. For example, my group and I have discussion before making an interview. During this interview, I realized that I didn't prepare too much on how to handle the interview, so the interview doesn't look boring. But then my respondent gave good response, so the interview looked interesting. After this interview, I feel more concerned about mental health towards students since mental health become a hot issue. Mental issues are something that we can't make jokes about it. If you think you have mental health, don't make an assumption, but go make an appointment with a specialist that knows more about mental health. As a conclusion, I learned many things from this interview and made myself better. We should not be afraid to make mistakes because mistakes are a great way to learn certain things. In fact, we get to learn the best of the life lessons while making some of silly mistakes. Next, I would like to call Ikman to continue this presentation.
Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Ikmal bin Sabri and I will be continuing this presentation with my part. And I will also start with the process. So initially, I was finding anyone in my house to be my respondent, but none of them can speak well. So I decided to do the interview via Google Meets with my friends. But unfortunately, during that time, most of them are also busy with their assignments, tests, and quizzes. They couldn't find any free time for me, and I also have the same problem. And then after that, I finally met someone who can be my respondent. And before we successfully made the interview, a lot of things going on like internet problems, so we have to cancel the interview again and again. But finally, at 17th of December 2020, the interview was successfully made. From this interview session, the respondent highlighted that The new way of learning, which is online learning, can cause a lot of stress because a lot of commitment. This is because we are having online classes mostly at our home. And according to respondent 2, the stress due to online learning can lead to serious mental health issue. The symptoms and signs that the respondent has been experiencing before is having an uneasy feeling and confused. This is because he has a lot of things to do and that is causing him a lot of stress. The respondent also highlighted that anyone with mental health issue should seek help. And he also said that mental health issue is a serious matter and should be aware of. From this interview project, I gained more knowledge about mental health issue and how critical it is to be aware of your own mental health state. I also realized that we should always have plan B. This is to make everything goes smooth and avoid unwanted things. Knowing that my speaking skills is not that good, this project kind of make me a little bit improve. Other than being able to speak fluently, I think I also need to work on my body language. This is so I can deliver message more efficiently.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Geeta. I'm from Computer and Informatics faculty, and I'm going to present about the process, summary, and also self-reflection. Okay, for the process, on 13th November 2020, our group has been finalized the interview question by discussing through WhatsApp chat, and also the question by uh, passed by our lecturer, Ms. Nurul. And for the second of the process, first I was aiming my mother to interview, but unfortunately she was busy. Meanwhile, I found my friend who was going through the mental health illness currently, so it was best opportunity for me to interview her. The interview held through Google Meet, which is held on 9th December 2020. And also for the summary, from the analysis of interview issue question session, the respondent said the work burden given by lecturers and teachers that leads to students' mental health. And also, students struggle from mental health because they couldn't finish assignment on time. And also, the assignments and exercises given by lecturers and teachers are doubling up because students are not only having to complete the assignments, at the same time they have to help their family members to complete the houseworks. And the respondent said that really the issues that she has been facing is that poor internet connection, the stress level for students keep on increasing. And also finally the respondent said everyone should aware to know someone with mental health because it actually can reduce the attempt of suicide and also can reduce the cases of student suicide. And as for the self-reflection, I'm happy to interview my best friend. It was a good opportunity to interview her because she has experienced mental health before, and I got to know more about her during the interview. From my own perspective, mental health includes our emotional, psychological, and social well being. Even I have gone through it. Whenever I got mental health, I always seek my friends because, from my own view, I think friends are the best stress buster. As a student, we should face the challenges to overcome it so that we can success in our life, but we should not decide any negative way to overcome it. So finally, I got to gain more knowledge regarding mental health. Even though I gone through mental health illness, I will always make myself happy and surrounded by good people. And also, I like to watch movies uh, and listening songs. I learn I learned that when we face it, which is the mental health illness, we should talk to someone so that we forget about it and make ourselves free. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and greetings to Madam Nazira and my fellow friend. My name is Muhammad Amin bin Aspir. I'm from the Faculty of Engineering. So today I will talk about my interview session. For the process of the interview, on 30th of November, I asked my sister if she can be my respondent for an interview project, but she said that the English not too good and she needs to learn more about English. Then I asked my friend which is my ex-classmate while studying at matriculation, if I can interview her for this project, and she agreed and told me to set a time for the interview so she could get ready. And finally, on 1st December, I interviewed my friend and our topic was about student mental health. So the summary from this interview session is the respondent thought that mental health is referred to emotional, physiology, and the social well-being. Respondents said that the causes of the mental health illness are because a lot of work and family matters. Mental health illness can affect the students' performance in academic because they cannot focus in class and finally get the lowest mark in the class. And then the respondent thought that the person who have mental problem will easy to get angry and they will be depressed with their self and their surroundings. And then the respondent believes that we need to aware to someone that have mental health issue so we can help them and we can prevent suicide. So for the self-reflection, in my opinion, as a student, mental health is very important for a better life and also to face a difficult life as a student. As we all know, in the learning process, we need to be prepared for all aspects such as physical, emotional, and even spiritual aspects. A healthy mind can make it easier for us to accept the knowledge that teach by the lecturer. As we see now, today our country is facing a virus pandemic that causes the learning process should be made uh, online to prevent the spread of the diseases. Learning process like this is very challenging because this process we cannot learn together with our friends and even an internet connection is not well, also makes students difficult to learn. Therefore, as students, we need to maintain our mental health by adopting a healthy diet and getting enough sleep and educate our rest to restore the lost energy and reduce the risk of depression. So, as a conclusion from this interview session, I learned many things, include the importance of maintaining mental health as a student. We, as friends, should care about our other friends that have mental health issues, so we can prevent them to do something bad. We can help them, and in fact, mental health is very important to ourselves and for a better life, especially our students. That's all from me. Thank you very much.
Hi, afternoon, madam and my fellow friends. My name is Festia. I am the last presenter for this group. So the process of my interview goes like this. On 5th of December, I contact my friend named Valerie if she is willing to be part of my English project. She said yes, and she informed me her free time. Then we proceed the interview session on 8th of December 2020 during my midterm break. I chose her because she likes to read. She always keep on update on what's happening around us, and also she always share her thoughts and opinions on what's happening around us to me, and her words always inspired me to read more books or any sort of sources that I can access so that I gain more knowledge and I also learn new words from the readings. Other than that, she also talked fluently in English. I did the interview session virtually through Google Meet, and I record the meeting as my evidence for the video, even though my internet connection is pretty bad, but the interview session went well. Next, the summary from the interview session. The main causes of students' mental health are peer pressure and family expectation. Family expectation is like when your parents want you to have a very good job, big salary, they want their children to meet the expectation. So this is why they're having pressure, and this is the major causes of student having mental health. Next, it could affect student performance negatively when they are having this mental health problem. Next, online learning also affects student mental health at home, because when you're staying at home, you have two responsibility at a time, as a child and as a student, and it is very stressful because you have two responsibility. So next, my friends, the respondent, also feel grumpiness. She feel sleepy at night but fresh at day, and insecure. She always feel scared of something, that unnecessary things. Next, she said that for those who are having mental breakdown, we should the way we need to do the action we should do, slowly approach them, try to things get out, even though it is not easy for the someone having this mental health for them to let what inside them, but if you slowly approach them, talk to them, or listen to them, it will be better for them. So it is important for us to be aware with the people around us that having mental health. As we know that students are staying at home right now, and they are doing their study in their room. Parents should be aware with their children condition, especially their feelings, their action, because when they are inside their room, they're keeping it by themselves, and this is why parents should be aware, be sensitive with their children condition, to avoid the suicide among the teenagers. So my self-reflection from the interview session, firstly, after I end the interview session, I feel very bad, because I just realized that my friend had experienced this mental health, and this is because my unconsciousness toward my friend's mental health. I think I should check on my friends every time, and anyone that I know, because it is not easy for students right now. We are doing online learning at home. I know it is very stressful, so I guess I should be checking on my friends when I'm having free time. So the next things, I am proud of myself for being able to do the interview session in English, because before this I feel because I have low self confidence, but now I am good and I'm feeling better to talk in English. Next, I get to know the reason of mental health and how to deal with someone who is having mental breakdown. So next time, if I met someone or anyone that I know, I will try to talk to them and listen to them. To conclude, mental health is just important as our physical health. We cannot see people's mental health. We never know how someone is going through. So always be kind to each other, so that they can feel better, even though we are not always with them, but at least you are doing something good and they feel better. So just because someone looks okay on the outside doesn't mean they feel the same on the inside. We need to be aware with the people around us, be kind always. So that's all from our group. Thank you and stay safe.